Alrighty, so continuing with the elements, we're starting with metal. I'm not my best today, so excuse me and some of the noise. So metal, people with dominant metal energy are perfectionistic, analytical, detail-oriented, and practical. They are able to hyper-focus while simultaneously seeing the bigger picture. They need personal boundaries and tend to withdraw when overwhelmed. This is a form of protection as they are often affected by the energy of their environment and other people. They can be easily offended or disappointed, but they are often selfless and altruistic. They live meaningful lives with purpose. The metal element emotion of despair is not true depression, so antidepressant medications may not be effective. These people can feel hopeless, incomplete, or empty and be unable to articulate why. Their behavior and communication can be perceived as aloof, cold, controlling, or hypercritical. So my dominant energy is metal. I'm not aloof, I'm more naive. I'm more hypercritical of myself, sometimes of others. I'm not really cold. I think it's more that analytical kind of thing. I myself have gone through periods of depression. The first one I actually realized was a couple years into COVID, and the statement about like people with heavy metal, kind of like Keanu Reeves, he looks sad because he's sitting alone. He likes his solitude. That's good for him. And it's the same with me. I love being around my friends and people and my clients, but I need, if I do an event on a Saturday and an event on a Sunday, I need a week for everybody to fuck off. Quite honestly, I need everybody to just leave me alone and I need to recharge. It's like I love being in the city, but the city drains me. I love to do things in the city, great food, like the opera, stuff like that. But after I go there for a weekend, I need to go to a smaller city or to the country for a good handful of days to settle out. So the solitude we actually enjoy it. We like it and we need it. So the organs associated with us is lung and large intestines. We govern the skin. The emotion is despair. Circulation of energy, again, that's the traditional Chinese clock of medicine. 3 to 5 a.m. is lungs, 5 to 7 a.m. is large intestines. So I have a habit of waking up around 3 or slightly after 3. And then now that the season's changed into spring, I'm now waking up at like 5:30, 5:40 without an alarm, like clockwork. It's also a great time to take your morning poop. Body part or part of the head is the nose. Location on the face is the cheeks, outer forehead, and cheekbones. Skin color is pale, which makes sense. Metal is a pale color if you're thinking of silver. Speech is whiny. It goes to that aloofness. Senses is the sense of smell. So we can have we have an oversensitivity with smell sometimes. Flavors and cravings is pungent and spicy. Not the case for me, but I have other issues. Secretion is nasal. That makes sense. As I've mentioned before, first thing in the morning I have to blow my nose for like the first hour of the day. It's really quite annoying, actually. How to spot a dominant metal element person. They have a large nose, prominent cheekbones, lines on lower cheeks begin where a dimple would be and downwards. Kind of see it there. Tight skin appears almost stretched across the face. Pale complexion regardless of heritage. Fine bone structure, small wrists and ankles, tend to be slim. Now, if I didn't have an autoimmune issue and wasn't 60 pounds overweight, I would look a lot slimmer. Signs and symptoms of a metal imbalance is respiratory issues, such as congestion, sinusitis, and frequent infections. I usually get ear or urinary infections. Allergies, again, blowing my nose every day, all day. I recently had snow mold come up, right? That was really annoying. Constipation, diarrhea, skin problems, cough with or without phlegm, aggravated by dryness or excess heat or cold, clears throat frequently. I do this in my videos a lot. Right? Often short of breath, wheezing post-exertion, craves stimulants. As much as I like my solitude, I am also very bored. I like to be stimulated. It's a hard balance being on a teeter-totter here. Oh, I'll show you something right now. I'm dog sitting and Slinky really wants me to throw his turtle. Slinky, you're gonna have to wait, baby. So nutritional recommendations for us is emphasize white pungent vegetables such as onions, garlic, cauliflower, and radishes. Emphasize fish as protein source. Consume more liquids and eliminate dairy. So I am in the process of eliminating more dairy. The only dairy I really consume is butter, which I don't really consider dairy. Quite honestly, it's its own food group to me. Again, A2 milk is what I try to switch to for any like adding into my coffee. I have chocolate milk here and there. I've never been a huge fan of ice cream, you know, that kind of stuff. So, and of course, every time I go on vacation, I go to an island, and I love having fish every day. And when I have fish every day, I do way better. My health is way better, and I walk a lot more, which is, you know, we try and push the gym, and I have nothing against the gym. I love lifting weights. I love seeing myself get stronger. We don't need to do it every day. Every 2 days is great. Walking is the most basic thing you can do that is so great for you. And again, because the metal's associated with large intestines, it's great to go for a walk after meals, like breakfast and dinner especially, because it helps to regulate your blood sugar levels. So, you know, keep things a little simple. So that's metal. If you resonate with it like I am, I'd love to hear about it and make me not feel so weird. And maybe I'll just make Keanu Reeves my best friend in my mind.